Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So today I'm going to be asking what happened to Hang On. Now this game, if anybody remembers this from the arcade, this is one of the classics of all time, created by legendary creator Suzuki and his AM team. This came out in 1985, and whenever it came out, it was one of the very first games to use a 16-bit graphics. It had a super scalar technology. If you remember back then, during Suzuki's golden age, games like this, Outrun, they really took advantage of this ability to create pseudo 3D. These were all 2D bitmaps. Other games like Space Harrier as well. And man, this really set the precedence for a lot of modern games to come. And especially whenever you saw Hang On in the arcades, it had like a nearly full-size bike, at least especially for kids. I was just absolutely blown away whenever I first saw this. And the thing is, there was a sequel to this, or multiple sequels. There was a Super Hang On that came out in 1987, and then there was also Hang On GP 1995, 1996. And you know, like the Hang On game or character made other appearances. They had the one in Sonic Racers, and I think as a mini game, of course, in Shenmue. But honestly, I don't really remember this game being anywhere else, you know. And it's really odd to me that this didn't have multiple sequels, because of the fact that it is such a fun game. It introduced so many things, and it was ported to multiple game systems. Of course, the Master System, the Sega Genesis, and Hang On GP 95-96 was for the Sega Saturn. But I'm really surprised that there really wasn't any more games in the whole Hang On series besides the one that I just mentioned. And because this would have been so awesome, especially on hardware at the time, like the Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation. And even though it wasn't a Saturn, I think it would have benefited being on more powerful hardware, even on the Xbox. And I know racing games, at least now in 2019 and beyond, they're not what they used to be, you know, especially here in the United States, where we don't really get many arcade games, arcade cabinet games anymore. And I'm not sure what it's like in Japan, if they are still releasing these type of racing games. But Hang On is one of those games that very much like Outrun, those were one of my favorite games of all time. It's still up there, and it's one of those games that you know, not only revolutionized gaming in so many ways, but it's those games that are fun. I mean, even right now, 1985 up until now, I could still play this like I am right now. It's still fun, the tunes are catchy, and I'm still pretty horrible at it. I don't think I'm ever gonna get good on this. And so that is my thoughts on what happened to Hang On. I hope maybe somebody out there releases a sequel, a true sequel to this. If Sega doesn't do it, maybe Suzuki, you know, whenever Shenmue 3 is finally released and, you know, we actually see it sell really well, hopefully that he'll maybe go back and do, you know, Hang On, and Sega will give him the license to actually do that. So if you had any thoughts on Hang On or any of these other arcade classics, be sure to leave down in the comments area below. And if you want to see my older videos or other videos that I had where I talk about the history of the Sega Dreamcast or Sega Saturn, I will also leave that in the description area below as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators group, where you'll get access to 30 videos plus additional content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to GeekOutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.